Apfel Dr. Germany. My name is Ben. Good morning and welcome to the Micro Soldering Show on this beautiful Thursday today. And yeah, what do we do today? We do not a repair. I just have to do an iPhone 6s board swap for data rescue after a massive saltwater damage. I already prepared CPU and RAM and the NAND. So see it here. It's already separated and ready prepared. Now I need to prepare a swap board. So I got another board here, which is prepared. It's an iCloud board, which needs to be prepared for the swap. And in this case, I thought I've done so many videos in the last half year in English, and it's hard for me to find new things for showing you in videos. So I think I could show you how to separate RAM and CPU, okay, and how to reball it, because normally when I prepare the swap board, I take the CPU and the RAM off in one, okay? I take it off, throw it away, prepare the board. But for me, it's okay to just show you how to separate the RAM from the CPU and then take out the CPU and reball the RAM side of the CPU and reball the CPU side of the CPU and reball the RAM, okay? That is what I wanted to show you today in the morning. So I just need to get off the EMI shield on the top. I give you on hands and we can start right away. Okay, so I start just by getting off the EMI shield. My holder's really fucked up. It's a good holder, but it's sicky, and I have to clean it. Then it will hold again perfectly. I love this board holder, the best you can imagine. I will do a review about it in some days. Okay. So now let's just take a clean room wipe, get off the thermal paste, and then take a brush. And clean. Now we can just take out the overfill. I don't need preheater. Don't know why I put it on now. Okay, you see that? We need to scrape away the underfill. So we take our hot air. I don't speed up today in the morning because it's just for showing you. I don't need to hurry up to break any records on YouTube. That's not the thing. I just want to show you how to do this in a good way. My arm is fresh tattooed, so I need to get some paper under it. Don't want to get any dirt in it. Okay, so let's go. Just scrape slightly away the underfill. Yesterday I made a board swap video for iPhone 8, and a friend of me and a friend and customer of me came in, Rainer Pals. He's a really rich guy, and he's really, I like him, he's awesome, and he's very funny. So he came in and I was at the video, and he talked so many nice things for just we loved, you you can't imagine how we loved. And then while the video was on and I was working on the swap, and I did my job and we talked, and as I wanted to get on the new the components, the NAND, the CPU, and the baseband CPU, I got it on, put it on the board. While that, Rainer said goodbye and left the shop. And then I wanted to change the camera, because I was ready with putting on the components and wanted to go on hands. And then I saw that the video fucked up, because my Outlook wasn't closed while I did the video, and a mail came in, and then I get a push message on the screen of the PC, and then OBS fucked up my screen recording, or my recording program for the videos fucked up and shut down, and I didn't saw it. So it was hard. You saw all except the soldering down of CPU, NAND and baseband CPU. And I wanted to take the video and just started OBS again and showed you that all worked. But then Andy said, no, don't put it online, because people say then you want to fake. I said, no, I did so many board swap videos, people know I do this job every day and it works always. So for me, I don't know if I should get this video online, because it's really funny with Rainer Pulse in it, or if I should let it on my hard disk and just watch it in here, because we loved so much. You can give me a comment what I should do. See that? Here you see where the RAM is sandwiched on the CPU. Okay? So I just scrape in a little bit here to get in better later. Then I just put the board on the preheater. Not on the preheater, on the board holder. My English today in the morning, it's really hard for me to speak English. Don't know why. And now we just get out the RAM. It's a little different to the A10. See where we go in? It's here. And you have always to stop, not stay with the hot air the whole time at the point. Okay. Now we have to go over. And now for me, I don't know how other people do it, but I always change my plate. It's plate? I think yes. I change the plate to another one, which is a little bit thinner. So for me, I can better control it and don't do any damages at the RAM. Or at the NOR, sorry, at the NOR. Okay, just put the board a little bit up, so it's much easier for me with my fingers, because I do it by hand scale. I don't use a CNC for that. Okay, and you see it's perfect. Okay, we don't want to use the RAM again. That's not the thing. Yeah. So, and now what we do now is just taking off the whole CPU. And we have to be fast. Oh, just change the plate. The RAM I always replace. You can take it off and use it again, it's no problem. But I always replace it. So go in. And gently loose the CPU. And you see it's all fine. The board cleaning I will do later. You see we have no solder bolts on the coils or things like that. Just looks good. And now we can take a CPU holder. And at first I just clean the CPU. So we can do that in my normal board holder too. It's much easier. So where's my side cutters here? And now just putting on the dust absorber. So what we lost here is only a ground pad, and that's not bad. You have to be very carefully with the surface of the A9. So clean one time with a wipe. Just use some flux on the points where you see some glue, and get it slightly away. Don't scrape. Just get it slightly away. Okay. And we should be done on this side. And now we just go to the other side. First we clean the edges so it fits better in the holder. So, and now don't think it looks bad, because we are heroes and we can do that. Just a joke. I don't want to say that I'm a hero. Go through. Just by using a little bit of solder and your solder iron. Just with a ball of solder over the rum. And now it looks much better. And what we see here is only rest of glue. And we can easily solve that by just using a knife and a small amount of hot air and not much airflow. And wait until it's finished. Okay. Other side. And same game. Other side, same game. And then just use a brush and you see it looks much better than before. Here we got some glue. And what do we do now? Just take a small amount of solder paste, a wipe, and get it in the holes. And you see, it really looks good. Now we clean the CPU from all the sides, just with a wipe. Then clean the holder. And get the CPU in. And now just reball the RAM side of the CPU. Go fast. And just wait a short time until the balls melt. So now we are not at the end. We just take some flux and blast it again. We want to sit down all of these points. This was part 1. Wait a short time for cooling down. And you see it really looks good. So when you see some dirt, I don't cut any video, okay? When you see videos where it goes much faster, normally they are really cutted, and I don't do any cuts here. When you see some dirt, some areas, just get it out. Same here, some glue on the sides, get it away. It's not a big problem. At this area here the same. Just some glue here. Get it slightly away. And then just use the brush one time again. And then, my special trick, I just use some air. Just to get the holes free. And then last time, some paste. You can use your finger or you can use a wipe. Have a look, a close look, that all areas are filled. So don't be scared if at first when you have a look at the CPU it looks ugly. Don't be scared. It's just normal. So you see that now? Great. Then I just put a small amount of flux here and move it with my finger. And after that I just do the final reball. I don't use much heat. You have to try by yourself how much heat do you want to use and things like that. I don't talk about temperatures. This is a thing which I only talk about at a bottle repair school Germany. Would be just not fair if I would do it here and people come to us for just learning things and paying money for that, and then I talk it here for free. That would be not okay, so I won't do that. So many people ask me on PN for temperatures and I just tell everybody the same. I won't communicate any temperatures. Okay, now I think it should look really, really good and clean. Only one area here. You see there is a little bit of dirt at one point. Here. And the point can't stick because of the dirt. So we do it just a third time. Sometimes you have to do. Sometimes it works at first try. But I can tell you it's really not bad if you do it 2 or 3 times. Sometimes you have to do it 4 times, sometimes only 1 time. Or you really have a close look for all the holes and see that really there is no dirt in it and all is fine. Then you have to do it only 1 time. But for me it's okay to do it 1 more time again. It's nice practice with you in the video, or for you in the video. We don't use much heat. That's all I can say corresponding to the temperatures. And now you can see it looks perfect. Here, really, really, really nice. I would like to do a photo. Just didn't wait long enough. So that was my fault now. It was really perfect and I just wanted to finish. And because we are using a low melt solder for the top, That's what I forgot to tell you. Use 138 for the top. Why? Because the bottom of the CPU we revolve with 183, and when we solder down the RAM, after we soldered down the CPU, we just want to get no cold solder or losing solder. Okay, you know what I mean, because we can't use the same temperatures for the RAM and the CPU. It's not possible. It would not work. So now I have to do it last time because I just cleaned too fast. You see, things like this happen to me too. And now it looks really good. Okay, you see that? I think it's nice. Now we just wait for cooling down. Then we clean with a brush. Have a close look that all the balls which you see here have the same size, okay? So, and after that really clean reball of the RAM side, we can just reball the CPU side. How many minutes? 32 minutes. Okay, that's a really bad time, and normally it doesn't take as much time as this, but it's a video where I really don't speed up and do it in a really slow way for you. Okay, you just need to turn. Oh, A9, it's okay. Got a right stencil. Oh, I got dirt in it. So. Are we fine? Are we fine, or do we have some dirt here at the edges? I think we are fine. I hate dirt. I hate dirt at my stencil. I really hate it. Okay. And now let's just do the reball. Get the paste in. Get your tweezers. Get your hot air ready to the right amount, and then just circle to heat up the stencil. You don't get any bend, and after that start at one edge with reballing. I need a little bit more temperature. Yeah, you see, now it works much better. And boom, go to the edges, blast it to get the right connection. After that, just take a little bit of flux and blast it one more time again. And start at the edge where you see there are some loosened balls. Did you see that? I used a little bit too much of flux, so one ball came out, but that's not a problem. And now we can blast it. Remember that at the edges you have ground. So if some ground pad is missing, it's no problem. Not at all, we have enough of them. You have to stick to the bottom, and then we are done. Wait for cooling down. Get a clean room wipe. And you saw I was a little bit too fast with the wipe. Here you see it was not just cooled down correctly, but no problem at all. Just do it in that way. And last time some flux, use your finger to get it. And one blast again, and then we can let it cool down. Amazing. And done. And now let's really cool down, because one time at the CPU, RAM side of the CPU, and one time at the other side I was just too fast, because I want to speed up here. But as I said at the beginning, I don't need to do race here. It's just really a thing where I want to show you something. So you see, left top side, one ball is missing. We do a little trick. Just do it in that way. Get it here. Blast it. Now my hot air fucked up, you heard. Now it tells no heater. That's really bad when you use the JBC and get errors like this. Man, word up. Tell JBC they should get me another new heater. and you see it's down. Just wait for the flux coming to all the areas of the CPU. Really nice, every ball the same size except one, which I set down at last, this one here, but I saw it before. And just do this tiny trick here. Bam! Same size. Okay? We are done. Normally it goes much faster, I have to say. But it's okay for just showing you. Normally it's a faster thing. And you see, I just use one time the air. And now I should see it's really perfect. When you see something like that, it's just a little bit of dirt. You can get it out, clean it again, no problem. Here the same. Here we got some dirt, but it's not a problem at all. Just getting out this little dirt here, just clean it one time again. You can solder it back. Every ball has the same size. It's a real perfect result for the RAM and for the CPU side. This here is because of reballing the CPU side, and it's not a problem at all. You can just scrape it one time and then you can get it. When you solder down the CPU, the balls on the RAM side will form again. Okay, when you get it on to the board and solder it with hot air, you will get perfect balls again on the other side. So when you see now there are some, because we used normal solder here, you see this, that is not a problem. When you solder down the CPU without RAM, these balls will come in the right form again, and you won't have any problems by that. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. You saw how many time it can take, because it were about 45 minutes, and that's really a lot of time for that. Normally I say when you separate the RAM, reball the RAM side of the CPU and reball the CPU, about 25 minutes should be your time. Okay, but today just a little bit longer. Normally 1 to 2 takes for reballing the RAM side of the CPU and 1 take for reballing the CPU side. After that, just reball the RAM. Okay, should I show that to you too now? When you want to see, it's no problem. So I always take a new RAM. I got them here, but they come with 217 solder. So I always use 138 and reball it again. Okay, so I can show you, it's no problem at all. Just use a tiny piece of flux. Then we just use some wick. Where we got it, where I got my wick, here. Then get off the solder. Okay, after that, just use a wipe with some contact cleaner. Here in the edge we have some of the solder. go through the whole RAM again to getting it off. After that, just clean. And after we have cleaned, we can just use a stencil. Just need to see which position. Okay, this one. Okay, positioning of the RAM is good. Just take some paste, get it in here. Right amount. Then take your tweezers, heat up the stencil so don't get any bent. And just reballing the RAM fast. When you see that ball's not sticking, just go through them, move the stencil a little bit, same here, and you see it's nice. After that, just get in some flux when you see some points which were not sticking. Okay, wait a short time. Get a little bit of flux in the middle. Go over it. So we got flux everywhere. And blast it last time. Now we really should be done. One take. Wait for cooling down. Wipe it. Get out the stencil. Have a look. All the balls are there. No missing balls. Clean up the stencil. Take a brush. Wipe it, and you see, just perfect. Could now reflow one time again, just without stencil, but that's a perfect result. You see, RAM is really fast. It's no problem at all. Okay, so now we got the RAM, we got the CPU, we got the CPU side of the CPU, we got the RAM side of the CPU. All is done, all fine, and I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to learn things like that, you can easily do that at the Bottle Level Repair School Germany. If you are working at the repair industry for smartphones and tablets, just join our Facebook group, Smartphone Repair Group Germany. I'm out. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me thumbs up. Boom! Back to life again.